Good morning, everyone. My name is Carmela. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living Program, and thank you for joining me today for another week of Vital Fitness, the last week of the year 2021. So let's go ahead, get started. Sit in a chair. Make sure it's a chair with wheels underneath. And we will start with some deep breaths in and out. So place your hands on your stomach and we'll be doing some breathing. So go ahead and inhale through your nose and then exhale through your mouth. When you inhale, try and push out that stomach. Imagine as though it's filling up with air and really get that deep breathing going on. So let's do that again. Let's inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Okay, so we are going to be warming up here. I'll come a little bit closer. Let's go ahead and start with our head and our neck, and we are just going to look right, straight ahead, and then look left. So this is an all abilities exercise class. Feel free to modify whatever works best for you. And thank you for joining me today. Okay. For this next one, let's look up to the ceiling. Look down to the floor. Ceiling, straight ahead, down to the floor. Kind of just wake up those muscles, those neck muscles. And a little bit of movement. Okay, one more time. Look straight ahead again. Let's move on with our shoulders. Now we're warming up. So again, an all abilities exercise class. Do what you can. Don't force it too much. Always pay attention to your body. And we're going to start with just rolling our shoulders, forming small circles with our shoulders here. Rolling it forward. And let's roll it backwards this time. Other way. Taking deep breaths in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. Kind of feel your chest also stretch, your upper back. And let's rest. Shake off those shoulders. Moving down to our arms, we are going to stretch your arms out wide, both to the sides here. And imagine you being pulled by the hands, being stretched side to side. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. Again, deep breath in, inhale. And deep breath out, exhale. We're going to gently turn to one side, looking to the left or the right, whichever one you end up turning in. But imagine as though you're being pulled at the sides at the same time as you are slowly turning your body left and right. Okay, relax, set those arms down, take another deep breath in. And out. Practice again with deep breathing here. Place your hands on your stomach. We're going to inhale all the way down to our belly. Imagine as though it's being inflated as you take a deep breath in. And go ahead and deflate that belly as you take a deep breath out. Try that again. Inhale all the way in, up to your belly. And exhale all the way out, pushing it out and deflating. Okay, last time. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Let's move on to our legs this time. We're going to start with our ankles, so bottom up here. Go ahead and sit and have your feet flat on the floor. We are going to raise our heels and then raise our toes. So we're just switching back and forth as we lift our heels and lift our toes. Kind of rocking back and forth with that foot. Feel that ankle. Just keep on stretching here. Taking deep breaths in and out. Once that's a bit warmed up, we are going to slow down here and move on to our next. This time we are going to do some seated marching. So go ahead and simply raise one leg up, set it down, raise the other leg up, set it down. Imagine as though your knees are trying to kind of touch your hands here. Of course, do it again at a comfortable range of motion that works for you. The rest of your body is nice and relaxed. Go ahead and sit back in that chair. Make sure it's just your legs moving. Raising those knees. As you get a bit more comfortable, again, this is a all abilities exercise class, so do it at the range of motion that works for you. Go ahead and raise those knees a bit higher if you can, if you are able, and keep on going. If you want to make this a little bit harder, feel free to go a bit faster than this if you'd like. Get that heart pumping. But I'm going to just go a little bit just slower right now. We'll get to that a little bit later. Okay, go ahead and rest the feet back to the ground. And this time we are going to raise one leg up and set that down. Raise the other leg up and set it down. If you can only raise it to a certain height, maybe it's just up here, it's just kind of stretching it out. That's okay. Go ahead and as long as you keep on moving here, keep going. We are all at different levels here. I am simply just a skeleton, a guide of what the movement could look like. But if you can, go ahead and raise the leg a little bit higher as though it's almost parallel with the ground. And of course, if you ever need to take a break, take a step back, feel free to do that. We save these videos every week, so you can always come back to them if you need to. Feel free to point or flex your toes, whatever works for you. Okay, go ahead and rest. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. And out. One more time, take a deep breath in. And deep breath out. Okay, our legs are a little bit warmed up. Our hips, not quite yet, but we are going to get to that. This time, let's go ahead and do our sit-to-stand exercise. So, if you have done this before, feel free to follow along right away. Or if you'd like to just watch for a few times, go ahead and do that too and try when you feel ready to. So, I am actually going to drink some water first. Remember to have some water nearby you. You want to stay hydrated the whole time. Feel free to always take a water break. That's always a good idea to have. And set it aside where you won't run into it. And this part to the sit to stand, because this is an exercise class, we'll do seated and standing versions. And for this one, this first part um, should be accessible to all or most if you can. And go ahead and inhale as you stretch forward. Exhale as you sit back and straight up in your chair. Again, inhale as you lean forward. Exhale, come back. Inhale as you stretch forward. Exhale, come back. And one more time. Inhale, stretch forward. Exhale, come back. So, if you were watching, I kept my back straight the whole entire time as I did that. We want to make sure we keep a nice straight spine the whole time. And then feet, they are flat on the floor. Shoulders, they're not up to my ears like this, so they're not doing this, but they're nice and relaxed. Kind of roll those shoulders back. Keep that spine straight. And let's try that again, remembering all those things. And try to look up the whole time as well. So go ahead and inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Again, doing a comfortable range of motion. Inhale. And exhale. If you can't stretch as far, that's okay. And this time, let's do our second part to the sit to stand. This part, feel free to just watch for now. You're going to lift a little off your chair and then gently sit back down. If that is too difficult to do, that's not accessible to you, feel free to just stretch forward, inhale, and exhale like how we were doing. And feel free to continue with that as long as you are moving. That's the important part. Even if you can just move a little bit, that's still something. Okay, so let's try that again. This is a momentum-based sit to stand. So we're going to build off of each movement. Let's do the first movement again where we just stretch over, no lifting yet. And then we are going to lift a little. So we'll do those two at the same time here, or in concert. Okay, so first movement again. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Lift a little this time. Inhale. And exhale. So an extra help that could be helpful to you is having a chair or anything stable in front of you and to use that to boost yourself up here. So I'll demonstrate what that looks like. Feel free to follow along if you'd like, with whichever variation you'd like to do. And so, first part again, no lifting. Inhale, exhale, lift a little, inhale, and exhale. So that is a way to do the chair-assisted version of this exercise. Feel free to keep on going if you need that support. Have that chair still in front of you. I'm going to set it aside for a second and show one other variation to help increase that momentum if you need that help, is to lean back a bit and lift those legs up. So if you look at my feet, I lift them off the ground and then I go ahead and rock myself forward, kind of bringing that momentum with my legs and my arms with that swing. So, again, do whichever variation works best for you. And we are going to do that again. We're going to do our stretch forward, no lifting, and then lifting a little. So, take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. Feet flat on the floor. Roll those shoulders back. Keep that posture straight the whole time and keep that chin up. You don't want to be looking down at the floor when you do this. You want to be looking just straight ahead, straight up. Okay. First part turns to stand. Stretching forward, no lifting yet. Inhale, exhale. Lift a little this time. Inhale, exhale. And there you go. Okay, let's drink some water again here. And then we are going to do the final part, sit to stand, where we stand all the way up. And feel free to use whichever variation works best for you. I'll show a small demonstration of it as well. Okay. So I'm going to do the whole thing now. Feel free to just watch for now if you would like. But let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. Shoulders roll back, spine is straight, and I am looking up. Go ahead and stretch forward, no lifting. Inhale. Exhale. Lift a little now. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to stand all the way up. Inhale. Set those arms down and exhale. Okay, so we're going to do that again here. Step back. Feel that chair behind you. You know where it is. You know where you're going to sit down. And you're going to take a deep breath and inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth as we gently lower ourselves back to the chair. Okay, let's scoot ourselves forward again. Feet flat on the floor. Shoulders rolled back. Spine is straight the whole time. And we are looking up the whole time, looking straight ahead. And this time, let's do it again. We'll do it twice here. And feel free to do whichever variation works for you. I'll do it with each one. I'll do it with the chair in front of me this time. But go ahead, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. First movement, no lifting yet. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Lift a little, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Now stand all the way up, inhale through your nose, and exhale through your mouth. Okay. Again, step back. Feel that chair behind you. It's touching the back of your legs. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. And we are going to do it one last time. Again, if you would like to stay seated this whole entire time, if that's what you are able to do, stay seated. We'll keep on doing seated variations of all our exercises. But this last one, we're going to stay standing after that. So whoever would like to stay standing can stay standing if they'd like. Okay. Sit towards the edge of your chair, feet flat on the floor, shoulders rolled back and look up. And first part, no lifting yet. Inhale, exhale, lift a little. Inhale, exhale, stand all the way up. Inhale, and exhale. Okay. Stand behind your chair now. Hold on to that chair for support if you would like. You can do a lot of these exercises with that hold onto the chair the whole time. But we are going to warm up our ankles a bit. So if you're seated or standing, go ahead and just extend one leg. Come a little bit closer. Extend one leg and draw a circle with the toes. So just drawing a big circle, Taking a deep breath in and out. Don't forget to keep on breathing as you're doing any of these exercises. Again, I'll show what seated variations look like if you would like to do that. But let's switch directions if you haven't yet. Okay. Keep on going for a few more seconds here. And 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and set that down. Extend your other leg, just same as before, drawing a circle with your toes. If you feel any, or if you hear any noises in your ankle, as long as it's not putting any kind of pain, then you're fine. As long as it's just getting a little bit warmed up here, that's what we want. And let's switch to the other side now. This is a good balance exercise as well. All of your weight, it's on one leg. You're kind of somewhat bracing that core. You can also choose to lift your hand off of whatever you're holding on to. Kind of engage those legs a bit. Strengthen that core. And let's rest. Shake that off. Okay, if you are seated or standing, this will still look the same, whichever works for you. But we are going to also stretch out our ankles again. Let's lift one heel off of the ground. So if you look at my foot, I'm lifting one heel off the ground, and then I'm going to draw a circle with that heel. So it's a little bit easier to look from the side, but my toes, they remain in contact with the floor the whole time, but my heel is trying to draw a big circle one direction, and then we're going to switch to the other direction now. So kind of loosen up that ankle, wake up the toes as well, and make sure that whenever you're doing any kind of stretch, you're paying attention to your body. You don't want it to feel pain. That's not how far we're going here. That's not how far you should go for any kind of stretch, really. But we are simply warming it up. Let's switch to the other side now. Same thing again. Lifting that heel off of the ground. Toe is still in contact with the ground. And then we're going to draw a big circle, or as big as we can. While the toes, they're still in contact with the ground in some way. They're kind of rolling around a lot here. And switch directions. Let's go the other way now. Take deep breaths in and out. Whole way through. Okay, go ahead and relax. Shake that off. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. Okay, so I'll show the standing variation of this first, but hold on to that chair for support if you would like, and go ahead and go on your tippy toes, lifting those heels, and then set them back down gently, so you go the same speed going up, same speed going down. And this one is actually more difficult to do the slower you go. So, this is what it looks like when you are standing. Go ahead and keep on going if you are standing. I'm going to show what it looks like sitting down. And it's the same thing essentially, where you lift your heels and then set it back down. Lift the heels, set it back down. If you want to make this more difficult, go ahead and lean forward a bit, kind of shift your center of gravity a little bit forward, and you'll feel that your legs have to lift a lot more of your weight because you're leaning forward here. So this is a way to do it that is actually also very difficult. I'm shaking here. My legs are shaking because they're getting tired as well from this. But keep going, whether you are seated or standing. Let's do this 3 more times here. So we're going to go 3, 2, last one, and let's hold it in the air. 1, and then gently back down. Go ahead and rest. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in, and deep breath out. I'm going to show the seated variation of this next exercise. Feel free to try and figure it out if you're already standing. But what we're going to do is we're simply going to step to the side, step to the center, and then step to the other side, step, center. Again, one side, center, other side, center. So we are just switching our legs back and forth. If you are standing up, I'm going to stand here, switching our legs, shifting our weight back and forth. Feel free to take as big or as little of a step as you would like, but we're just simply stepping, sidestepping here. Okay, if you want to make this more difficult, variation for those who are standing up is when you step and open up, legs wide apart, we're going to small squat and then stand back up. So again, step together and then apart, small squat, imagine as though you're sitting down and then standing up. So this slows down the movement, but you're engaging your butt muscles, your legs, your thighs a lot, as though you're pretending to sit down and then standing up. Of course, if you need to hold on to a chair, go ahead and do that. Whatever works for you. Okay, if you are sitting down, keep going. If you're standing up, keep going. If you want a variation for when you are standing or when you are sitting down, you can also kind of lift that leg. Oh wait. Lift that leg and then bring it back to center. Lift the other leg, bring it back to center. So lifting that foot as though you are stepping over something. And then you get a bit of an exercise with your hips here, with your glutes as well, kind of lifting that thigh, that knee up. This is a variation that makes it more difficult as well. Again, go as slow as you want to really feel all your muscles working hard to do that movement, or go as fast as you can, and this is for the folks sitting down. If you're standing up and doing those squats, the slower you go is when you really feel the work come in there. But keep going. We'll just do this for a few more seconds here. We'll do it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and close that off. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Go ahead and drink some water. I'm looking out my window here. There's a lot of snow today, so I hope you're all taking care, staying safe, staying warm this winter. If you have winter, I know that some people are watching this in another country as well, so or in another state where it doesn't quite snow, but it is very snowy here in Minnesota right now. Okay, so this time I'm going to show the seated variation again. I'm sitting down. If you're standing up, feel free to try and figure out what it looks like standing up. But if you are seated down, this time what we're going to do is we're going to extend one leg forward. I'm going to face a little bit to the side here so you can see. But we are extending one leg forward, and go ahead and point that toe Imagine as though, let's show my other foot here. There you go. Point that toe and then come back to center. So you're pointing that toe, trying to straighten out your leg, and then come back to center. If you notice, I'm just working on one leg here, my left leg the whole entire time as I stretch forward, point that toe, come back, stretch forward, point that toe, come back. Okay, I'm going to switch to the other side here. So stretch forward, point that toe, come back. Stretch forward, point that toe, come back. Same leg the whole entire time as I do this. And we'll just do it for 3 more here. So that was 3, 2, and 1. Switch again to the other side. I'm going to show what this looks like standing up. We're going to be pointing our legs just like what we were just doing, but instead of forward, we are going to go back. So, choose whichever leg you want to start off with first. I'm choosing my right leg here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch forward, pointing that toe like this, and then coming back. So again, stretch that leg back, and then come back. It's the same leg the whole entire time as I do this. And if you notice, I am keeping my posture straight the whole entire time. I know that some people might feel the need to lean forward to really kind of get that stretch back, but try not to do that. Try to just stand straight the whole entire time. Don't lean forward. Let's do 2 more as we stretch back, point that toe, come back to center, stretch back, point that toe, come back to center. Last one, stretch back, come back to center. Okay, switch to the other leg now this time. Again, same thing, just that one leg working, but we are stretching it back and coming back to center. Show what it looks like here. Stretching back, pointing that toe, come back to center. Stretch back, pointing that toe, come back to center. Stretch, back to center. Stretch, back to center. And keep on going here. Again, remember to keep on breathing the whole way through. Let's just do 2 more here. 2. And last one. 1. Okay, go ahead and relax. We're going to take a sit back down in our chair. Rest those legs. And take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Again, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. So this time, let's go ahead and work on our upper body this time. We are going to start again kind of at our head and our neck area here, but what we're going to do, we're going to pull these shoulders down. So we're not going to ever raise our shoulders here. We're making sure they're pulled down at their sides. And then we are going to lean to the side. Imagine as though your ear is trying to get to your shoulder, but it's actually not going to reach it. So, because we are pulling our shoulders down, we're not doing this. We're not lifting one shoulder up to touch our ear. We are setting those shoulders down. So, go ahead and take a deep breath in and inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Should feel a nice stretch right here. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Release. Other side now this time. Feel that stretch. Go ahead and take a deep breath and inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale again through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Straighten out a bit. We're going to go again. Remember to pull those shoulders down. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Switch. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do it one more time through. Oftentimes, the third time around, we feel like we're really stretching farther than when we started. And that's because we're continuing to stretch and feel that movement, or not movement, but feeling our muscles really kind of extend here. Take a deep breath in and inhale and out. Other side. And if sometimes you feel like this is too much of a stretch, feel free to relax. Take a step back. No need to force yourself. You should not be feeling pain as you're doing any of these exercises. So take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. And relax. Okay. So this time, let's move down to our shoulders again here. We're going to stretch to the sides. Imagine you're being pulled at the sides. And we have our arms straight out to the sides here. So if you look at my arm, it's right here to the sides. I'm going to bring it a little bit farther behind me. So I'm slightly engaging that back and stretching that behind me. And then I'm going to slightly curl my back as I have my hands together like this. So, my hands, palms meeting each other. All I'm doing is slightly curling my back just very gently and slowly. And then I'm stretching out that chest, putting my arms as far behind me as I can. So this is what it looks like from this view where I gently curl and then stretch out my chest. Let's do it from this view this time. Gently curl and round that back a little bit and then stretch that chest open. Okay, again, gently curl, hands together. And chest open. Let's do our breathing with this. So let's inhale. Exhale as you open up. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Set those arms down, take a drink of water if you haven't yet, and keep on breathing as well. Okay, stretched out a bit of our chest and our back. Let's go ahead and stretch out kind of our torso as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our hands, we're going to have our palms clasped together here, and it's right in front of me, right at chest level. Again, an All Abilities exercise class. If you're starting to feel tired, feel free to take a break and come back to this video later if you would like. But go ahead and have your palms meet each other right in front of your chest here, And then you're slightly gonna twist to one side, stretch forward again right in front of you, and then twist to the other side. So, in front, to the side, in front, and to the side. Imagine as though you're kind of rowing a boat here. I know that's what I try and picture. If you've never rowed a boat before, then just imagine as though you have your hands in front of you, and then you put it in your side pocket, right in front of you, and then put it in your pocket. Okay, keep going here. In front, and then to the side. In front, to the side. You are doing this right, or you are doing the same kind of movement I'm doing. If you feel a bit of tension at your sides here, kind of like your obliques, that part of your abdomen, those muscles there. And you might also feel your arms are starting to get tired because we've been having it stretched out the whole time here. So I know I'm feeling that. Okay, let's do 2 more on each side here. Really try and complete that movement. Don't just keep it small like this. You really imagine as though you're pulling something, feeling that force. Let's do 1 more here so that we can try that again. Imagine as though you're going through jelly or going through honey here. Really feel that tension. Release that tension now and relax. Take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. Again, drink water if you need to. Inhale. Let's do actually your breathing here. So hands on your stomach. Deep breathing again here. So when we breathe in through our nose, we're going to fill it up all the way to our belly. Imagine as though it's inflating like a balloon. And then when we exhale, we're going to deflate it and let it all out. So go ahead and inhale all the way in. Exhale all the way out. Inhale through your nose all the way in. Exhale from your mouth all the way out. 1 more time. Inhale, imagine as though your belly's filling up with the air. And then exhale, deflating that belly. Okay. Let's move on to our hands now this time. Give a bit of a break from our arms. So go ahead and you don't have to have your hands this high up. You can keep them down here if you'd like. But for you to see, go ahead and stretch those fingers wide and then curl into a gentle fist. Again, stretch wide, curl into a fist. And we're just feeling that stretch. Again, do it at your own ability, your own speed that is comfortable to you. But doing small movements like these, I know it seems really easy to do, but when we get older, sometimes when we don't do these movements, we do lose the ability to be able to kind of stretch out our fingers and really use our hands here. So go ahead and keep on stretching. This one's a good one as well if you do a lot with your hands. Stretch and gentle fist. Okay. Keep those fingers outstretched. We're going to have our palms face the floor and then rotate, face the ceiling. So doing some small wrist rotations here. If this feels pretty comfortable to you and you've done this before, you can also have small weights with you on hand. I know that's an exercise that I've been taught, doing it with small weights. Imagine as though you're holding on to those. that works as well to add a bit of challenge to it. But again, try and go slow if you can, and put in a lot of intention into each movement that you're doing. Really feeling kind of which muscles are working here. I know that's kind of hard to imagine. These are small movements, but I know my forearms are working hard as they rotate the wrists like this. And stop. Go ahead and touch each finger with your thumb. So, again, go at your own speed, go at your own pace. You can change up the order in which you do this. Add a bit of a brain exercise as well. Whatever works for you, whatever challenge you'd like to do. Want to make sure you're also challenging your brain through any kind of movement and coordination here, because we are exercising our whole body as much as we can with these kind of movements. And relax. Feel free to shake off those wrists, or if this is too much to shake it off, feel free to kind of just wave it as though it's kind of like the ocean. Relax those arms. Okay, rest at your sides. We're going to come back to our legs this time, so I'm going to back up a bit here. And what we're going to do is we're going to isolate one leg at a time. Isolate meaning it's the only leg that is moving. It's the only part of your body that's moving. So, choose a leg. I'm going to choose my left leg here, and we are going to extend that leg forward like what we were doing, and then set it back down. Extend that same leg forward, and then back down. And again, we'll do this 5 times in a row. So that was 3, 4, you can point or flex your toe, whatever works, and 5, whichever works. And switch to your other leg this time. So go ahead and point or flex. Stretch out that leg. And it's just one leg working. So you are isolating that muscle, making sure it works hard as you do this movement. And one more. Okay. This time we're going to do both of our legs up. So go ahead and raise the legs up. If you can only raise it to a certain height, do what works for you. Stretch them as much as possible. If you can keep them straight, then even better. But go ahead and do some flutter kicks now here. So you're doing small kicks. You can point your toes, flex your feet, whichever works. Flexing simply means you bring your toes as close to your leg as possible, like this. While pointing, you're kind of extending all the way out, kind of doing a straight line with your legs here. So keep going here. Keep the rest of your body nice and relaxed. Try and keep that posture straight the whole time as you do this. And we'll just do it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it at 1. Hold it at 1. I bet you didn't expect that, but gently sit it back down, or set it down, I mean, and let's do some deep breathing after that. Place your hands on your stomach. When you inhale, we are getting it all the way down to our belly, so go ahead and take a deep breath in and inhale. Fill that belly up and exhale it all out. Again, fill that all the way in, inhale. Exhale it all out. One more time here. Inhale all the way in. And exhale all the way Okay, so our legs are a little bit awake again, and we're gonna do our sit to stand exercise one more time here. Um, Feet flat on the floor, posture is upright the whole entire time. We're looking up, shoulders rolled back. Let's take a deep breath in and inhale. Take a deep breath out and exhale. First part to the sit to stand. And of course, if you feel like sitting the rest of the time that we have today, feel free to sit down. Go ahead. First movement, no lifting yet. We're going to take a deep breath in, inhale. Take a deep breath out, exhale. Lift a little this time, inhale. And exhale. Stand all the way up. Inhale and exhale. Drink some water if you have not yet. You shouldn't be feeling thirsty. If you're already thirsty, that means you're dehydrated and you don't want to be at that point. So drink water if you haven't yet. I know I'm feeling thirsty with every time I do this because I'm talking a lot. But let's stand behind our chair this time. We're gonna do those same points. So if you remember from earlier, one of the last things we did standing up was pointing our leg back and then bringing it back to center. But this time we're gonna add a movement to that. So if you watch my leg, feel free to just watch for now. But we're gonna extend our leg back and then we're gonna lift that leg. I know it's hard to lift sometimes. You can feel free to just lift an inch off the ground, a centimeter off the ground, and that's still something. We're kind of working on our glutes here. So, again, feel free to follow along with me now. This is for the folks who are doing this standing up. Go ahead and extend a leg straight out. Keep it straight here. Keep it straight. We're not doing this. Keep it straight. And then lift that leg and then come back. Again, extend that leg out, lift a little, and then come back. If you're doing this standing up, if you remember, what we were doing was a slightly different exercise where we were extending our leg. Feel free, if you would like, if you're able, go ahead and lift that leg a little, and then come back. Extend that same leg, lift a little, and then come back. Again, all abilities exercise. Feel free to do whichever variation works best for you. And it's a slightly different exercise, but this is difficult. My leg is getting tired doing this. So do whichever one works for you. Go ahead and switch to the other side now. I'm gonna come over here so you can see my leg. But folks standing up, make sure you're standing straight the whole time. You're not leaning forward, but standing straight. Stretch, lift, come back, stretch, lift, come back, stretch, lift, come back, keep that leg nice and stretched out if you can. Let's do 2 more here. And the last one. Okay. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Okay, this time, let's go ahead and hold on to that chair if you need that support. I'm going to set it to the side just so you can see what my legs are doing. But we are going to slightly bend our knees. We're going to keep our knees soft the whole way through. They're not standing straight and locked in place. We're going to keep them nice and soft. And what we're going to do, we're going to make sure our feet are flat on the floor the whole entire time. But we are going to do some hip circles. So, isolate that hip, meaning Just keep the hip as the main thing that's moving here. And remember, soft knees so that we do not injure ourselves. Go ahead and draw circles with your hips here. Feel that stretch. Switch directions. When we isolate, you'll notice that I'm just trying to move my hips while keeping the rest of my body in place as best as I can. So, I'm not doing this where I am moving my upper body kind of like this the whole time. I am keeping my body nice and straight. When it gets down to here, a lot of things are moving, but okay, and imagine as though you're balancing something on your head. Let's switch to the other side now. Try imagine as though you're balancing something on your head, and it's just your hips moving. That often means that we don't draw as big of a circle with our hips, and that's okay. This is why we are stretching it out. Switch one more time to the other side. Keep the knees soft. The more times we do this, the bigger the circles will be, the longer the stretch we can do, and it feels better too, kind of stretching a bit of the sides here too. I know I feel, especially in my back. Okay, relax. Okay, take another deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. Deep breath in and inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. One more time. Deep breath in, inhale. Deep breath out and exhale. And we're going to end today with a couple of weight shifting. So hold on to that chair for support if you would like. I'm going to bring this to the side again. Keep the feet, or the knees, soft here. Keep the knees soft, a little bit bent. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure my feet are flat on the floor. This one is going to take a lot of kind of concentration as to where your body is, where your weight is in your feet. So feel that weight in your feet. It's right in the center of your feet. Your weight's sitting right here in the center. And then you're going to shift the weight slightly to the right. You feel it more on your right foot now. Feel it more on the edge of your left foot. And then you bring it back to center. Other side, shift the weight to the left. Feel more of your weight on the left foot. Remember, feet flat on the ground. Feel that weight kind of on the edge of your right foot here. But it's all mostly on the left foot. And then relax. Do it again. Feel that weight all on your right foot. Feet flat on the floor though. Feel that weight all on your left foot. And we are doing this to practice I'm forgetting the word, but our ability to be able to concentrate on these small muscles, because they are working hard. They're there. They're ankle muscles too. Well, not muscles, but our ankle strength. Our ankles are joints and they don't have muscles. But we are testing out our ability to balance, our ability to test how far we can go to the side without kind of losing our balance here. And these small movements, as easy as they look, I'm working our calves pretty hard here, and my ankles. And these movements, kind of that body awareness. I remembered the word. Feel that body awareness, where we are in space, where our weight is, what leg it's on. I feel it on my left leg right now. And then I feel it equal, right and left foot. And then I feel that a little bit to the side and come back. So being aware of that body awareness. Also try not to lean kind of like this You're keeping your posture straight the whole entire time, and it's a lot of movement, a lot of body coordination to do this as well. So this one is actually something that we teach in our Tai Chi Chuan, Moving for Better Balance class. We have that coming up again in January. Our beginners class is starting, I believe, on January 10th. I'll post a link to register for that class here, but I want to make sure that we are paying attention to our body the whole time, being aware of our body and that body awareness as we do any kind of movement that we have in our day. So, okay, let's end with some deep breathing here. I forgot to say that when we're doing this sitting down, we're doing the same thing here. We might not be working our ankles as much, but we are working our glutes here. We're working on all these other parts of our body that is also important to keep our balance, because we're kind of making sure that we are in control of each of our movements. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in. Inhale all the way in through your nose. Exhale all the way out. Inhale all the way in. Fill up that belly with air, and then exhale it all out. Deflate. One more time here. Inhale all the way in. And exhale all the way out. Okay, thank you for joining me today. My name is Carmel. I work with Eastside Neighborhood Services with the Vital Living Program. I hope you're all having a lovely end to the year. I'm going to post a link up. I know I mentioned our upcoming Tai Chi class that's coming in January. We also have an upcoming Powerful Tools for Caregivers as well in January, and just a lot of different things coming up here. Our book club, if you haven't heard of it yet, and our caregiver support groups, our Northeast Day Spot, our caregiver respite. So go ahead and have a great rest of your year. Have a great day, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.